And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we will be continuing on with the master levels. This time we'll be taking on an excellent map, Trapped on Titan. Lots to do, lots of areas, a whole whack of enemies. A really fun map. It's probably one of my favorite maps overall. I really do enjoy it. Perhaps you will as well. I'm hoping to be able to show you how to successfully navigate the map so you get 100% in all three categories, but also probably what I hope to show you is, anyway, the best way to play so you can maybe enjoy it on multiple runs yourself. As you know, the master levels were released as a series of individual maps, individual mod wads. Doom enthusiasts since then have created patches that allow us to play the game, all of the master levels as one continuous game. That's how I prefer to do it. I found a good patch on Doom World called, the file is labeled master_psn.zip. I think it works quite well for me. Perhaps it'll work equally as well for you. All right, well, before we go on, I should mention the game is powered by GZDoom. We are using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform, and we are on the Ultra Violence difficulty setting. Our goal, of course, is to get 100% in all three of these categories. We're needing to get 249 kills. That's a lot of kills. 2 secrets, and 16 items to find and pick up. I do hope to be able to show you how to do that. So right in front of us, you can see there's the shotgun, and by grabbing it, you'll trigger all the lifts to lower to the sides of us, and a bunch of chain gunners ready to gun us down. So I think the best approach, you can't tell right now because it's just the wall by the looks of it, but once we grab the shotgun, we're just going to go straight back and fall down to the lowest level, just a few levels down, to avoid the chain gunners firing upon us all at once, and then we just try to take them on one at a time. So why don't we go ahead and try that? So grab it, backwards. Okay, I don't know if we took any damage. I don't think we took very much if we did. There's the green armor if you want it. Perfect, there's one chain gunner. So now with his chain gun, we can take on his friend in crime, I guess, on this level. Now we can continue on. Excellent. We got those two, and then there are more up ahead, so let's just go ahead and press this button. We got the shotgunner, but we did not get the chain gunner, so why don't we go ahead and do that and grab his weapon as well. That's all we're going to do right now in this general area. So going straight ahead by pressing the skull leads us really to the final area to explore, and there are areas to the left and to the right through these lifts, so we will start on the right. We are going to go collect all of the weapons that we would need to continue on successfully, and the ammo, which this starting area I think is a good place to do. What we have here is the super shotgun, so once you pick that up, that weapon is now available to you. So we do have, once we come in and grab that super shotgun, the consequence of that, I guess, is that those enemies appear. So we have 2 revenants and a chain gunner. So the chain gunner's already been disposed of. I think 1 revenant has been as well. Perhaps another shot or 2. And that 2nd revenant will follow as well. Okay, so we do have the super shotgun. We don't need it yet, so we'll just use the regular shotgun. Behind here, there will be a shotgunner and an imp. So why don't we dispose of them? That's 1. That's 2. So take out your chain gun at this point because there are enemies below, some imps and some chain gunners down there, so we don't want to be caught too exposed. Okay, there are more enemies down there. Probably prudent to try to get rid of them. It's hard to tell if I got the 2nd chain gunner. I mean, I don't hear or see. Well, there it is. Okay, well, there is definitely the 2nd chain gunner, who's now been disposed of. Okay, so we can probably jump down, grab the last imp. So maybe we'll switch over to the super shotgun for a moment. We're kind of safe down here. We can pick up some of the weapons that have been dropped. But as we climb up these stairs, we can grab these rockets, but it will expose us to the enemies waiting for us just over there. So we're going to have to make a run back to the door. Do that. Pain Elemental comes out of that area once you double back in, which is fine. We can fight them from here, or we can fight them from across the room. I like doing it from here. I just find it's a bit more of a tactical advantage being in this corner. Just don't go too far back, because what you'll do is you'll find yourself going down the escalator, I guess the lift, and you don't want to go down quite yet. Alright, here comes the Revenant. Unless he's far away, it's very difficult for him to reach us from there. Alright, and where's our Revenant friend? There he is. Okay, so there probably are some imps that we didn't get to yet, so we will go ahead, just keep in mind they will be there. But first what we'll do is we will retrieve, of course, the weaponry and ammo. I definitely need those, so we can continue back up. There's probably an imp over here, and maybe one or two behind the black cube, which we'll get to in a moment. Just pick up the ammo. Once we get to the top platform and jump down towards that black cube, it will lower. We'll not only be able to get the rockets, but we'll also be able to get the rocket launcher, and I'll explain that in a moment. So we'll jump down, dispose of the, I guess the one that's remaining, maybe grab the ammo, ride this to the top, then go down, and just stand over here. And now you're able to just lean forward and to grab the rocket launcher. So let's say I have it now. If you go further and step through the blue torches, this wall will open up and that whole area will then activate to face you. I don't want to do that quite yet, so I would jump back down this way. If there are any other need for health or ammo, grab what you need. Otherwise, we're done for this area for now. We will come back, do that same kind of like lower this little wall here to get the rocket launcher so we can get into this area, but not yet. This area also, really, to complete it, you need the blue key, so I think it's best that we get the blue key first. So we'll head back down to this familiar area. We're not going to go ahead, of course. We're going to now explore the left lift. We'll switch to the super shotgun because the first enemy we'll encounter will be a Spectre. So you can see there's just a big pit. You can hear the Spectre below. We can jump down. Spectre is somewhere. Oh, there it is. So what we will do, we will ride, well, we'll press the switch. This will come down. We ride it back up. We'll get, I believe it's a Soul Sphere, if not a Megasphere. And then a whole bunch of rooms around a winding staircase kind of idea are going to open up, including the Revenant and what do you call it? Revenant and Barons and Chain Gunners. And anyway, what we're going to want to do is we're going to jump into the room with the imps. It's a good holding area for one, easily taking care of those enemies in close quarters, and then moving on through the different doors to get the rest of the enemies. Anyway, you'll see what I mean in a moment. Perhaps we'll switch this over to the... Well, actually, no, we don't... Yeah, we do. We have the rocket launcher, so I can go ahead and use that. Yes, it's Soul Sphere. So as soon as we touch that, all the doors will open. Maybe fire off a few shots. All right, and switch over. Well, I guess I didn't need to switch over because one rocket did them in. So what we'll do is we'll continue to explore down below. There are a couple of chain gunners there. From this vantage point, we can take care of them relatively easily. As you can see, lots of ammo. Oop, got to be careful the Revenant and Baron over there, as I mentioned at the top. That's the last room we'll be conquering, I guess. But there's a Revenant in this room. So let's introduce him to the super shotgun, and now he's disposed of. Some more ammo, very generous ammo in this area, and the Baron is our last friend in this area to take down. So why don't we go ahead and feed him some super shotgun lead. Probably I'm not hitting him directly as well as I'd like. Well, there we go. So of course a backpack, that's excellent. Oop. Okay, you hit the switch, it will raise these stairs. I don't know if you can see them from here. That'll lead us to where the Revenant and the, there, you see? That'll lead us to where the Revenant and the Baron are currently hanging out waiting for us. Press this, it just opens up this area. It's just a quicker way to get out if we come back this way. So you can't open it from the other side, so might as well just do it now. So let's head up back to basically where we started with the imps. Maybe grab some ammo if you need it. Keep taking this up. So there's not really a door there. It's not really the right way to go. So as we approach, we'll be able to go up those stairs, and probably not the best idea right now because it'll end up having us fight the Revenant and the Baron at the same time in close quarters. And then once we step a little bit, it will allow a whole bunch of pinkies to come out. So if I can do them some damage now, if I'm not able to finish them off from this angle, which is a bad angle, I will go ahead and jump down, take that lift to your right, the tall lift, back up, which I think I'm just going to do, frankly, because with the Baron, I think it's a little bit easier to run around on this little platform. And I will fire, hopefully, just a few shots extra at the Baron to dispose of him if he'll come away from those torches. As you probably recall from other maps, the torch will block your shots. So maybe some splash, but probably not enough. Come out to play. Maybe if I fire a shot or two? No? No? Chain gun maybe? Need to lure you out. Come on. You can do it. Oh, brother. There we go. Okay, I didn't need to quite fire that much, but that's what it is. Okay, so with all the enemies in this area for now vanquished, jump back into the... Oops. Meant to jump back into the Imp room, but I guess I missed a step, so we'll just continue up the other way, which is through the rooms that we've conquered. And that'll take us to the skinny stairs. So we go over here to the Imp room, and lower the thing in front of us, but lower this little step as well. And now we're able to go up there. So we did get a Berserk pack, so we can go ahead and make use of that. There's a chainsaw sitting up there, so pistol starters, you'll be able to get the chain gun. My preference is once we get up there and I land on that platform with the chainsaw, excuse me if I said chain gun, I meant to say chainsaw, is that a bunch of pinkies come out. So I like to use my Fists of Fury. We did pick up a Berserk pack, and stay a little bit to the right of the right torch. It's a relatively safe area as they swarm and surround you. So we're going to give that a try now. All right, so we're going to move over here to the right. All right, well, maybe not as safe as I had hoped. In any event, let's keep punching away. As you can see, they can't get over from the platform past that, past these torches, right? So if you don't have the chainsaw, here it is. So we'll take out the chain gun, because what we're going to do now is we're going to go grab the blue key, but there's going to be a couple of shotgunners in there. And as you can hear, there are other enemies that opened up, including an Arachnotron, and yes, yet another Pain Elemental. Who you didn't hear yet is the Mancubus, who's behind the wall to our left. So what we'll do is we can get a good shot at... There it is. At the Pain Elemental before it barfs out too many lost souls. Ideally, we dispose of Pain Elemental, take care of the remaining few lost souls, help them both fight it off. Okay, we can grab the goodies here. Yet another Berserk pack, lots of ammo to take. So for the Mancubus, sure, why not? Maybe the super shotgun. So if you need another armor, there's the green one there. Of course, that's not as good as the other. If you need some more chain gun ammo, and of course the shotgun ammo behind here. Otherwise, we're done with this area. We didn't really need the partial invisibility, but it counts as an item. So we're going to take it. And well, let's see if we can just make a good run for it. And down here, perfect. So now we can exit this room. And armed with the blue key, we can go back to that area where we had the rocket launcher, which we picked up. It's still there because I already had the rocket launcher, but I didn't use the rocket launcher, of course, until I actually picked it up on this map. So you will be armed with the rocket launcher too if you followed what I did in this room before. Again, we go back, grab whatever ammo or health we want, ride it to the top, and that will again get this little wall to lower. Get your rocket launcher out because there's going to be some cacodemons and some pain elementals at a distance. So I think it's a good time to try to soften them up a bit with some rockets. So why don't we go ahead and do that. But be careful once the lost souls get too close. That is not recommended. As you can see, any lost soul getting that close is likely to cause you some damage, like the rocket blowing up in your face. So you can switch to the super shotgun, the chain gun. If you're feeling confident about it, sure, go ahead, use the lost souls got behind me because we were pushed by the fireballs and magnets. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was actually quite fun. Okay, so a couple of floating cacos. I think there's only one left, so let's see if we can pick him off. I don't know if we can quite get Rocket over there, but maybe we'll take care of our Mancubus friend. No, I didn't think so. Okay, so I think that's it for the enemies. You can hear the Arachnotron below and above. You can see them just beyond where the Mancubus was. 2 Barons of Hell, so you're going to definitely want to avoid them. They will be able to target you from a number of locations, so just be mindful. So if you need the ammo, pick it up. As soon as you go a little bit further, this door will open up. There will be some Spectres, Pinkies, and some Lost Souls. If you hang out at the corner of the door, I don't think the Lost Souls will be able to bite you too much. So I just like using the Fists of Fury for this, although typically Chainsaw would be probably a better, or Shotgun would be better for the Lost Souls. In this case, though, I did get a little bit of a nip, but nothing too serious, I think. Alright, so you have the Spectre and the Pinky. Looks like the Spectre one out there. Good for him. Alright, so we'll continue along. Oh, I didn't realize that the Revenant is going to be released so easily. Okay, well that was unexpected. Usually, with the Revenant, there's the Chain Gunner. You go around here, and then the Revenant is right here waiting for you. I don't know how the Revenant was alerted to my presence early. I've never had that happen before. But yeah, if you get cornered in the cave, he's likely to hit you with a rocket unless you're more nimble. I was not nimble enough, so I guess that's okay. I go down to a little bit of health, but there will be more opportunities to get some more health. So we'll go ahead, armed with the blue key. Now we can raise up those walls that'll take us to those above noted platforms. In order to get to this platform, you just kind of walk over this little gray thing, and it should pop up. Yeah, there you go. It becomes like a little stepping stone. So why don't we go ahead and jump up. We're going to need to make a slight retreat, because more enemies have opened up, but including Cacos at close range with a rocket launcher, and of course our friendly neighborhood Pain Elemental is over down there. There's a Mancubus in there. But there's also more. I thought there were 3 Cacos. Are they not coming out to play? Perhaps not. So let's see if we can dispose of the. Oh, well, there's one. Okay, I think there's still one more, but I don't hear the other one yet. Maybe it'll come out to play in a moment. So maybe just with a few gentle reminders of the Revenant of who's boss. A little tap-a-tap with the chain gun. And we can get rid of him at a distance. And now we're going to go over, I think, with the rocket launcher, unless that other Caco makes an appearance. I'm going to get up on that platform and go right, if you can see what that Mancubus is, and stand. Oh goodness! I was going to stand over behind that pillar, so this way the Barons can't get me. But I fell a little short. So why don't we try that again? Maybe with a little bit more oomph. There we go. So we're safe, relatively speaking, from the Barons. And there is, as you can hear, a Pain Elemental. Oop, I must have moved out a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, that was very poorly played. Alright, maybe I'll take a little bit of cover, given my precarious health circumstances. Don't do that. I would recommend strongly against doing that. So that worked out poorly, but that's okay, because we're going to continue on and we're going to make up for the health loss. So let's head back up here. The Mancubus and the Pain Elemental are destroyed, so from this vantage point, I think we can, reasonably speaking, take care of the Barons with our rockets. Quite a few rockets lying around. As you can see, there is a Soul Sphere up there. Maybe another rocket should do it. So why don't we go ahead and continue now that we've raised these by activating that switch with the blue key. Go to where the Pain Elemental and the Mancubus was. Yet another generous Berserk pack. The Night Amplification Goggles, not sure why. I don't know if there's any dark areas here, but pick them up. I guess counts as an item, so we'll continue along here. So we've already recovered to 100% health, although our armor is pretty sad. As we pass by the wall, as I'm shaking in front of here, it will be a small trap. There'll be a chain gunner ready for you. But in this case, we are ready for him. And now we're going to enter this area. This will lead to where the barons were guarding that soul sphere. But there will, as you could imagine, be enemies waiting for us first. So we get to the stairs. I don't think we need to retreat fully, quite frankly. I think just being in this area is fine. Oops. To be honest, the night amplification goggles are a little distracting. So we'll take care of our muscular friend here. Super shotgun, although you can, if you have the confidence you're not going to get too much blowback, you can use your rockets. I don't recommend it. So over here, grab your rockets, and then hop up, tag that secret. Yes, we're back up to 200 health and 200 armor. So my foolish rocket into the face of the lost soul ended up being into my face. No harm, no foul. So we can go ahead now, jump down. We didn't explore this area. We didn't want to come around too much while we were fighting the enemies in this general area, because as it was on that side, as soon as you walk by, that door opened up. As soon as you get a little too close here, this door opens up, and that's the next area we will be exploring. There are initially some imps, some shotgunners, and some cacos. We're going to hang out here on the edge for a moment, because once you step inside, you step inside. You can't get out. So let's see. Yes, we can probably get... You can hear the door trying to close behind me, but without success. So let's see if we can get some of the cacos to come out to play. There we go. Remember, don't really step in unless you want to step in, because gotta activate the door again. And that's fine. You can activate the door again, but just keep in mind that there are enemies coming your way, so if you're gonna get in there, you gotta go all in. I like to just stand at the entryway here, pick off as many imps, cacos, and shotgunners as I can. Oh, there's another one on the move. There's one. Oh, missed that one. Okay, I think we can safely go in. The door's closed behind us at this point anyway. Okay, so don't go and approach any of these pillars, I guess, because they will lower and release enemies. Some ammo too, but some enemies. We don't want to do that quite yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to like hug this wall, and as we see the shotgunners in the distance, some not too close, some not too far. There's one down there. I think a chain gun will get him to move. Maybe? Oh no. Okay. So maybe with the chain gun again hugging this wall. I don't see any more. There usually will be one you can't see. So now we've disposed of the enemies that are not contained within the pillars, as far as I know. I would imagine I've probably missed one of the shotgunners, but I don't see him yet. So we'll go ahead and just keep an eye. Well, there he is. Okay. So we'll go ahead with our super shotgun and approach. I'm going to do these three areas first. Lowers down with the enemy, onto the next. Again, don't go too close to the other ones, onto the next. Okay, so far so good. And now we're going to repeat the process here. Okay, there was one there. All right, with the recoil of my super shotgun, I did not pay too bad a price. That's good. Well, this one I'm paying a little bit of a price, not too bad. Okay, so as you can see, there's lots of ammo and lots of goodies to pick up if you need. So far, I'm doing okay. I could probably use some shotgun shells, but that's about it. So right now, their leaves don't get the mega armor yet. It will cause the area to, I don't know if it's raise up or lower, but it'll expose a bunch of enemies we're not quite ready for. These three pillars here will lower like the others. The outside ones contain one Hell Knight, and the middle one contains an Archvile. So we're going to leave Archie for last, and we're just going to take on one Hell Knight at a time. Super shotgun should make short work. Oh, he gets brought up there and squished. We make our way over, generously hugging the wall. And we'll do that again. Approach, and we'll take care of the Hell Knight with a few blasts of the super shotgun. Maybe not. One more was needed. Okay, so now we can grab our ammo. I think we're pretty well equipped. So with the rocket launcher in hand, we can use that weapon, if you desire, to take on the Archvile. I like to do so. So let's lower this one a little bit so we don't get any splash. Let's go ahead, make sure we don't miss. Well, I wasn't as fast as I like to be, but generally speaking, you can do a little bit of peekaboo here with the Archvile. I thought I had enough time. I clearly was wrong. So the next thing we're going to do, we are going to grab the we'll take out our rockets. We are going to grab the armor, mega armor. And on both sides there'll be one Revenant and enemies, but on this side the friends of the Revenant will be shotgunners. Right? So we're going to take care of them first. Okay, maybe I fired a little bit too cavalierly, but we'll leave that Mega Sphere for a moment. Yet another backpack, very generous. So what we're going to do, the remaining thing to do now is to get the red key. Right? As soon as we grab that, it will release up there the gaggle, I guess, of Revenants. So let's see if we can get their attention. Well, I picked up the big armor by mistake, pardon me. Guess it doesn't matter too much as long as I don't take any damage, I suppose. I like to hang out here. Again, don't want to have the rocket blow up in your face, but it's a very convenient spot to gather up the Revenants in relative safety. So unless my ears are deceiving me, I think that's it for that. So we'll go ahead and see what they were guarding. Just take this up, and then we'll run forward to the platform where the Revenants were. Great, you can pick up some shotgun ammo, some health, and some rockets. So you're good if you use quite a few like I did. I was a little cavalier with their use. Alright, so now to get out of here, because that door that we came in is closed, and locked, I guess we can't open it. Ride the Archvile lift, if you will. Hit the switch, turn around, press so this will lower, approach so this will lower. Grab the partial invisibility. It does count as an item, but we didn't use it. And that's that. So now we have the red and the blue key. We're done with this area, we're done with that area, and we can continue on. Now that we have the keys that we need, including the red, we don't have what we need yet. We need the yellow key, really, to get through the last remaining area where that switch was at the beginning of the map. So we're going to head over to the... this is actually one of the more fun areas of the map. I mean, they're all fun, but I mean, this is probably my favorite area. It's just a lot of fun. So I guess while we have the invisibility, why not hit some of the enemies that would normally give us trouble from afar? Do get that pain elemental. Like I mentioned at the beginning, there are a lot of pain elementals in this map. I'm not sure if I'm getting the pain elemental from here. Alright, so maybe I'll allow the pain elemental to come here. Get a better vantage point. Oops, well, that went through the wall. That's not very friendly. Oh. So we got some cactos, of course. You can see the Mancubi in the far end. More Revenants. Let's see if we can get rid of this pain elemental, because those lost souls are a nuisance. And they will just keep nipping at you until you run out of health. So why don't we go ahead and dispose of them. There's another one over there for sure, but let's... There we go. Oh, okay, so we have some infighting. Okay, we'll let those kids play. And as you can see next to the Revenant who has not been activated, there are some imps and there are some lost souls. So I think 3 in total of each. But certainly I think there's minimum 2 imps, but there's definitely 3 lost souls. So whatever you can pick off now, when you get to that actual area after, it's pretty tight. Tight quarters, so you do want to try to take care of them from here with the chain gun. Doesn't look like there's any more, but I'll keep an eye out. And what we look across from us, as like I said, is the Mancubi, I guess, and the Revenant. So let's activate this Revenant, so he doesn't cause us any trouble as we get outside, and we will shortly. And now we can use the rockets here. Now, don't worry, you will not blow up in your face by firing right at the edge, as you sometimes can. This is a generous firing position, which makes me happy. And we'll try to pick off the remaining Revenant and Mancubus. So, is that enough? Yes. Okay, so what remains now is the... there are 2 Revenants here, actually. There's a door that will open here and here as soon as we lower this platform. By taking out the plasma rifle, I'm full of plasma, of course, but technically I haven't used it because we haven't picked it up yet on this map. It is inside this pillar, so the idea is I will lower the pillar, pick up the plasma rifle, dispose of the Revenant that's going to pop out of there, take cover in that alcove, and then take care of the Revenant that pops out of this one. So anyway, you'll see what I mean in a moment. Okay. All right, none too worse for wear. That's not too bad. So do hit those switches. We have access to the places we want to access. And so before we jump down there, there's one more enemy. Perhaps we'll use the rockets, I guess. We seem to be pretty full. There's a Baron waiting for us. A small trap once we go ahead and get that ammo sitting here. We can go ahead and get, yes, another Berserk pack. I mean, you may want to save them, I guess, if you're just kind of making your way through this map and you can use 100 health right away. I'm just hoping to be able to pick up everything and not leave any items behind for the purposes of the walkthrough. So hopefully I won't desperately need it later because I made a terrible error. Now, you can hear below there are lots of enemies running around. You're going to want to jump down, and you're going to want to basically strafe the area. My priorities are getting rid of the human enemies, or I guess the zombies, but the shotgunners, the chain gunners, and the arachnotrons, and the revenants, and the pain elementals, and not necessarily in that order, because those are the ones that'll do you the most damage from afar, or just continue to multiply like the pain elementals. So why don't we go ahead, maybe with the chain gun, jump out over the sigil, I guess, and maybe I'll take out shotgun. Are we going to get some infighting? That's my goal here. So far, no. We do want some infighting. We really do. Okay, so that's one. Oop, I lingered too long there, I think. Oof. All right. Well, not the best dodging. Back to my pork. But sometimes that's just how it is. Yeah, you want to get those lost souls. All right, they're infighting, so that's pretty good. And I did feel the chain gunner hit me a little bit. So why don't we go ahead and see if we can dispose of the, without getting hit by too many of those blasts from the from the Hell Knights. So why don't we go ahead, get out of that area a little bit. I seem to be hemorrhaging health. Not the best strafe run, but anyway, I trust you'll do better. And we'll make our way around. And then maybe with some help from the Mancubus, get rid of some of these characters. Oop, put that rocket launcher away, because I do hear, there it is, a lost soul. You don't want to do that again. So I think maybe the Revenant here can use a little bit of, learn a little bit of lesson in manners, so we've taken care of the Revenant. Another Hell Knight is here. And now we're going to take into account, I do think we got the Pain Elemental if memory serves. There's another lost soul lingering. And I think we're looking at this Mancubus here. Well, a little tappa-tappa. If you do need plasma, there's 100 right there. So why don't we go ahead and dispose of these ends. Again, we'll be taking the lifts, and it'll just be easier to dispose of them now. There's a few more left. I think there's one more after this fellow. No, maybe not. Okay, so next is, in this window here, there's going to be a chain gunner, probably a shotgunner, and at least one Revenant. So let's see if we can go ahead and blast away. Well, we got the gunners. We want to avoid those missiles. Oop. Did we avoid them too well? We do want the Revenant to come back. Come back, Revenant. Oh, there he is. Okay. So right now, it looks like all these enemies that have been released initially are gone. So is my 200 health and 200 armor, but still a beat. The only buildings that are open to us right now is this one with the blue. So let's go ahead. The Hell Knight is defending and guarding the entrance, so let's dispose of him. Take out the Spectre when we go up this lift. we'll be approaching the second secret area soon. And as you can see now, getting rid of this Mancubus from below is a lot better than right now. It probably would have blasted us to oblivion. And we will be using this area to run off to get to that building. But we're not ready to do that yet. There's some ammo to pick up, and there's a secret area to explore. So let's head up and grab all that good stuff through the vent. Press the enter key, I guess. Make your way in. There will be, as soon as you step into here, you get the single life health bonus. 3 losses will appear. Ideally, you dispose of them before they do too much damage, which in this case I was able to do. And we're going to fall off just gently onto this little... Come on. All right. Gently. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, the idea is to fall gently off of there, because you can see there was a megasphere waiting for us. And beyond that, a secret area, which we do need to tag. So why don't we go ahead and try that again. With my lack of soft touch, I guess. Why do I keep going back? Okay, let's do this again. Okay. Finally. All right, so there's the megasphere, so we're at 200 now. But continue on. Just on this ledge, you open this up, grab some health. The switch will just lower the lift. We'll do that in a moment. But right here, you can see the wall's not quite right. Press that, step out from here, grab your 100 plasma, and that's your second secret. As you can see, we've tagged both, so we're good there. So let's go ahead, hit the switch, head over this way. Grab some of the ammo that's here. But otherwise, what we can do is we'll just head back up. The only way really to get to that other building where the we saw yet another berserk pack sitting there was from here. So let's run, strafe across if you prefer to run that way. This will lower. Before we take it, though, there's ammo to be had on the other side. But there's a shotgunner in here. So let's just go ahead and take care of the shotgunner. Grab whatever ammo up here you need. And then reverse the process. Let yourself in. As soon as we get in here, we will activate a trap, which will release a Revenant and some Cacodemons. I say why not use the rocket launcher. You're probably pretty flush by now with them. So go ahead. Certainly before the Revenant can fire off a rocket, ideally. Mega armor. Sweet, beautiful mega armor. So now I'm back up to 200. So my silly strafing, running around that wasn't quite as nimble as I had hoped has now been remedied. Yet another berserk pack. Very generous. Do grab your rockets. And now hit the switch so we can continue on. Alright, so let's go down to the area that we really want to get to, which, just so you know, the stair, I didn't show you, I probably should have shown you, but these stairs were not here, the first 3 or 4, and you needed to hit that switch and that other, where the Revenant and the Cackles were in order to get these to come down. So that was the purpose of that. There is the yellow key. The enemies here should be disposed of, yes. We did get them from below. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go get, yes, another soul sphere, beautiful, and we're going to make our way down to that yellow key. We're just going to race down there. And there are 2 chain gunners right here, and by simply not blowing up that barrel before, it makes a perfect foil for them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to... I thought go up to the... Did I forget to press something? I might have forgotten to press a switch. What did I forget here? Thought I pressed this. No, I didn't. My apologies. That will allow the yellow door to be accessible. Once we do that, again, another huge amount of enemies will pour out for another strafing melee, but I'm going to be running straight for the... who am I going to be going for? Oh, for the Archvile, yes. We want to get the Archvile first because that's just, that's just a lot of pain waiting for you. So jump down, get the heck out of dodge there because there's nothing but bad. Head over to that black tower. He's in there. And blast them away. And blast 2. Okay, get the computer area map. That is, it does count as an item. Okay. Pain Elemental, always our first priority. Hoping that the Revenant is going to fight. There we go. Or maybe because I already shot at the Baron, that he's less interested in me, despite getting a face full of rocket, or a back full of rocket anyway, from the Revenant. Okay, well. Alright. Maybe, why not? Maybe some plasma. We have quite a bit to pick up here anyway, so who cares? We'll have plenty for later. I do hear some trouble still, I think. Ah, yes. So maybe some rockets for our Baron friend, our Straggler. Or there's another 100 there for the, whoops, for the plasma. Alright, let's go pick up the plasma. If you listen carefully, that should be it. Yeah, I don't hear any other enemies. Very, very important. Press this switch. That will allow us to get into the final area. Without pressing that switch, we will have to come back and just press it again. So there's no way to finish the map without it. Let's continue on now. We've completed this area. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but when you get into this area, you can't get back out without the yellow key, so you must complete it. So having the yellow key, we're good to go. And now we'll head back up to the original familiar starting area, where the skull switch is. And it'll take us up to the final main arena, I guess. And that will be guarded by 1 shotgunner and 3 imps. So and then maybe other enemies. So let's get out of the way before they tag us. As you can see, there are a lot of them. There we go. Got rid of some chain gunners. That's good. Trying to get that pain element down there, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get them. Too many enemies blocking the path. Just be careful. The lost souls, yes, they will come in with a vengeance with your rocket launcher. I've already learned that lesson, have I not? Okay, and there's another pain elemental down there, but right now I don't have the ability to get him, I don't think. Whoops, oh boy, okay. Alright, well, I was lucky there. The pain elemental was far enough. Okay, around this corner, the reason I was fighting from this kind of hold point was that there's a Revenant right around the corner here. Didn't need, while all those enemies were flipping around, to have a rocket whiz by my ears. So let's go ahead. Let's activate the Revenant. Dispose of that enemy. I guess we can pick up the shotgun, why not? Jump over here. There will be another pain elemental and another Revenant. Unless I already got the second pain elemental. I guess that is possible, because I don't see him. I think maybe 2 did come out before. Alright, well, let's let them infight a little bit, because I don't oppose that. Whoops. Go ahead here. There will be a Kako, and there's, I think, another Revenant in there, too. But there's certainly a Kako. Let's have a quick look. Yes, there's our Revenant friend. Alright. Actually, the Mancubus got rid of one of the Barons, which is quite impressive if you think about it. Okay, so from here, we have a pretty good vantage point. Okay, so we've dropped them. There's another Mancubus, though, lurking here, usually. Okay, so it looks like that's that. For this general area first. There are more enemies, do not worry. So let's jump over here. We're going to land on this platform and pick up the goodies. We're never going to come back here because of what we're going to do next. We're going to go down here. It's not a secret area, but it's a great area. It has a mega armor, some health, some plasma, some other weapons, or ammo, I guess. Hit that switch, and the platform we were just jumping around on becomes a giant crusher. And so I will show you what that means and why. But you don't want to go back there. That teleporter right there, that'll take you right to that crusher. So certainly if not timed well, you'll be crushed instantly. So our goal right now is to avoid that, and that teleporter. We don't want that at all, not even a little bit. Okay. Well, come back here, Gakko. You're too far. I'm not venturing too far out. A, I don't want to step on the teleporter, and there's also chain gunners around the corner, plus a revenant. So let's be a little bit careful here. There's one. And there's the other. We activate the revenant. How do we wake up the revenant? Alright, I've activated the Kako at least. Oh no. Alright, well I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get the big boss to come and play. And that is, unfortunately, a Cyber Demon. So I'm kind of hidden from the other enemies, but as you can see the Cyber Demon is coming our way. I'm hoping that was the Cyber Demon. It was. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some protective cover over here for a moment just to get our bearings, because there are lots of enemies that opened up. But as you can see, the Cyber Demon is not having fun in that crusher, but it will take more than one to dispose of the Cyber Demon. So we're going to need to just be careful of the Cyber Demon's rockets. He can fire them off when that crusher lifts up. So let's just be mindful of that. And of course the enemies beyond. See, there's the Cyber Demon. Hoping, yes, he'll infight with some of those enemies. That would be fantastic. Oop, okay, well, I don't want to meet you quite from this distance anyway. And that should, with any luck, dispose of... Not jump on. Just to show you, this is the exit. Okay, good. That was the Cyber Demon being squished, so we're good there. Coming back to this area because we did not dispose of the last enemies in there, which in this case is the Revenant. Okay, do not go into this teleporter, of course. Don't want to be too repetitive about it, but it's be a shame if you ended the map on that basis. Okay, so there are some enemies left, not too many. So that's, and there is a Revenant over there. Let's dispose of that Revenant, if we can. Okay. Let's see, error. Yes, okay, so we're good. So that's everything. We've gone ahead and we've taken care of. We can grab maybe some extra ammo while we're down here if there's any left. No, I think we used it. No, a little bit of plasma, but like I said, I didn't use any plasma. And that is basically Trouble on Titan, I guess I can call it. It's a exciting map, but for a final tally, yes, all 294 kills were obtained, both secrets, and all 16 items, yes, 100% in all three categories, and you know what that means. Yes, indeed, we are done. So that was Trapped on Titan, one of my favorite maps. Lots to do, lots of twists, lots of enemies, and there really is a strategy on how to proceed through this map in order to really most effectively conquer each section, if you will, and then make it to the final area. The key, I think, at the end, as it becomes really hazardous, sometimes the Cyber Demon somehow sidesteps the teleporter, and then he's running around in those little narrow areas, and that makes a very uncomfortable situation. That's happened to me a few times in a few practice runs. This time he was more cooperative, and he did step on the teleporter, thankfully, and got squished, and that was that. Well, if you enjoyed the video or just got some good tips and tricks, yeah, feel free, hit that subscribe button, and you won't miss any further videos that I upload. But that's it for today for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. I hope you enjoyed, and I do hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.